Let's get into our main conversation now as the world commemorates the International Workers' Day celebration, a day dedicated to the working class and their contributions to society. This year's Workers' Day will go down in history as one of the most disheartening for Nigerian workers, as the disposable income of average Nigerian has gone down drastically, just as prices of most commodities in the market have gone up by over 200%. At the inception of the administration in 2015, a 50-kilogram bag of rice cost about 10,000, and today the same commodity goes for an average price of about 40,000. It is the same thing for another staple food at 30,000 naira per month, the minimum wage, which of course is nothing to write home about. According to most analysts, some states are yet to pay the wage 4 years after it was signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari, although the present government had proposed a 40% pay rise for civil servants to cushion the effects of the planned fuel subsidy removal. Meanwhile, a report last month indicated that the government had started implementing the pay rise arrears, but there are speculations that the pay rise has not been affected by the federal government, as many believe the 40% pay rise will make no impact on the condition of workers, considering the high inflation in the country. Well, let's get talking now. Joining me live as we discuss issues around the plight of the Nigerian workers is an commemoration of the May Day celebration is a public affairs analyst and chief executive officer of BVA Partners, Okechukwu Anuforo. So let's get talking now. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
And let me say Happy Workers' Day to you.
Thank you very much. Happy Workers' Day to you as well, and to all Nigerians listening.
Okay. So let's get started. In the last 7 years of this administration, how would you assess the working condition and welfare of average Nigerian worker?
There's only one word to describe the last 7 years for not just the average Nigerian worker, but Nigerians total, as a whole. It's been a total disaster, really, and
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you there?
Please go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so the last 7 years plus have been a total disaster. To put it simple, mildly, it's been a total disaster, really. How we have all managed to survive the last 7 years plus is still something we need to be grateful to God about. But hey, we're looking forward to a better tomorrow. Yeah. So.
Okay. So talking about a better tomorrow, but some people will say, look, we don't want to wait for tomorrow, but we want something now, and so some of them are canvassing for a better working condition. Some of them also talked about and that's why you see some people have left the country. There's quite a lot of a record of brain drain in the last 4 years, and so let's talk about now. So do you think it is important to address some of these issues now or to push them later, especially in the wake of expectations for the new administration? Oh dear, I guess we just have to quickly take a break, and when we do have him back. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Are you having a problem hearing me? Hello?
Oh yes, I can hear you now. I couldn't connect with what you were saying earlier.
Okay. Yeah, you asked if it's important to talk about them now or tomorrow. Talking about the challenges that the average worker is facing. Yes. And I'm saying it's always been. Today is even late if you ask me, but like they say, the best time to plant a tree was yesterday, the next best time is now. So again, now is another time to do what we have to do. But I would say that sometimes you want to ask, are we really serious as a people to make progress? Why do I say this? I say this because look at the last elections. Actually want to see this country move forward in a manner that benefits the vast majority of us. But you see, it is still the average worker, the me and you, that are responsible for where we are. Honestly, it is such an embarrassment. You mentioned how a lot of Nigerians are moving abroad in droves and things. And I can bet anybody that for me that is not a solution. Of course, you're not asking people to stay back here if Nigeria is not working for them and all of that. But hey, now it's time to really get serious. But with the controversy, the widespread controversy and condemnation over the last elections, the final outcome of which nobody is really sure. I can tell that all the attention is on, first of all, securing or recovering mandate, depending on which side of the equation anyone is. But again, I still put the blame on the average Nigerian worker, and that includes me and you.
Okay.
And I want to say that.
Permit me to just jump in a little bit, Mr.
Okay.
Yes. Why would you put the blame on the Nigerian workers? Because they do not have the power. They can't make any decision. I mean, the decision, the economic policies or decisions that will affect your life and my life reside in government. It's not with you and I. So why would you blame average Nigerian workers for that? Well,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I would like to have your take on that. I mean, we should be talking about. I mean, the government, initiating policies that will enhance better working condition of average Nigerian workers. They should be talking about better welfare. They should be talking about minimum. When you look at the minimum wage today, it's around 30,000 naira, and inflation has eaten that up. So we should be talking about that. I just want to know your thought why you're putting the blame on average Nigerian workers. Oh dear, we probably have to proceed on break at this time, and by the time we establish connection with Mr. Hello, to bring him back again. This is Business Breakfast. To be back in a moment. Please stay with us. Mr. Okechukwu Anuforo, who is the Chief Executive Officer of BVA Partners, he joins us now. Thank you. We have you back now. So I know I was asking you to perhaps maybe you have your reason. I mean, why you were blaming the Nigerian average worker and things that we should be talking about. We should be talking about better working conditions for average Nigerian. We should be talking about how to address the challenges of the brain drain in different sectors of the economy. And we're losing so much human capital, and they live here to contribute to other economies. So these are the issues. How do you address this?
So the problem is not that there are no what you would call solutions to the problem is not that there are no solutions, but just that for me, we are not serious. I was going to say that, for instance, we can have what kind of contradiction? How do you explain that every year we're having all manner of agitations from ASU, which in fact culminated to be one of the worst kind of industrial action we had that lasted for over 8 months, sometime last year. And then, so how do you justify that the electoral fraud that we see every single time are enabled by by, you know, academias like, you know, professors and VCs and all of that. And so when they don't do their job and then get people who have no business in government into power, you now turn back and then begin to tell us you're protesting for one ASU matter or the other. Who were the returning officers and all of that? So it's a contradiction that needs to be resolved. So that partly explains what I mean.
Well, I guess I will just have to let you go there, Mr. Okechukwu Aniforo. I mean, we just have to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for your time. Chief Executive Officer, BVA Partners, Okechukwu Aniforo, thank you for your thoughts on the program.